Happy New Year, everyone. 2024 is here, and 2023 was a really good year for cinema, in my personal opinion. I already did a list for the Summer Cinema movies that I really loved in 2023. Here is the list of my favorite English films from the year 2023, and the only order that they're in is by release date. So, without further ado, here's the list. The first movie that I really liked in 2023 was Knock at the Cabin. I really loved this M. Night Shyamalan movie. I know a lot of people had mixed feelings about it, but I had a really good time. I remember watching on the first day and really enjoying it. Really good psychological apocalyptic film. The second movie that I really liked in 2023 might be a surprise for some people, but Cocaine Bear. I really enjoyed Cocaine Bear. It was over the top, really bloody, very funny in my personal opinion, and just a really good time. Again, another film that I watched in like the first day when it came out. Really good movie. The third movie that I really liked in 2023 was Scream 6. I loved Scream 6. In my personal opinion, it's the second best Scream movie in the series, right after the original. It was super bloody, super thrilling. I did not expect the twist at the end of the film in terms of the killer/killers. And yeah, it was really cool. Really sad to see what's happening with Scream 7 in terms of maybe it not being happening. But you know what? As a Scream fan, if Scream 6 is the end of that story and series, so be it. It's a really good movie in my personal opinion. And the fourth movie that I really liked in 2023 was Rye Lane. Rye Lane is a very underrated rom-com. It kind of reminded me if Wes Anderson directed a British rom-com in terms of like the way the visuals were done, and just like it was very fresh, very vibrant. Just felt different than your usual rom-com that you see in cinema. So really good movie. Let's go to the second part of the list. All right, to continue on the list, here is the next part. And Air was another film that I really loved in 2023. Very solid biopic/sports film. I really loved how they treated the Air Jordan story. Very entertaining from top to bottom, and they somehow made Nike, the big company that is Nike, into an underdog story. Very good movie. One of Ben Affleck's best directed films, in my personal opinion. The next film that I really enjoyed was Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Very honest and very good coming-of-age story. I really loved it. It's a really good adaptation of the very famous Judy Blume novel. And I thought it would have been weird to see like a person like Rachel McAdams being a mother character in a film, but she did a really good job, and everyone in this movie was really good from top to bottom. Another solid film in 2023. The next film that I really enjoyed was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Super emotional, surprisingly. I really loved it. Really loved the movie. I think this is definitely the best Marvel film that came out in 2023. Wasn't really liking the Marvel films that were coming out in recent times, but Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was, in my personal opinion, the best one since probably No Way Home, in my personal opinion. The next film that I really enjoyed was Blackberry. Blackberry is kind of a Canadian tragedy film in terms of this huge company just going downwards in its spiral of like turmoil and miscalculations in terms of success. It's just a very interesting film, really coolly directed too. I really loved it. One of my favorite films of this year, and definitely the best Canadian film of 2023. On to the next part. Across the Spider-Verse was my next favorite film in 2023. An amazing film. It just stepped another level from Into the Spider-Verse. Amazing visuals. Voice cast was amazing again. I can't wait to see what Miles Morales and the gang have in store for the next adventure, because this was an incredibly well done movie. The next film that I really enjoyed in 2023 was Past Lives. Past Lives is an amazing film, very emotional, very dramatic in the best ways possible. Incredible movie, and one of my favorites in 2023 for sure. The next film that I really enjoyed was Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, or maybe it's not Part 1 anymore. I think it's just another installment that they're dropping, Part 1, whatever. This was an amazing Mission Impossible film. Not the best. I still think that Fallout is the best one in the whole entire series, but this was a great follow-up. That cliff jump sequence was superb to watch in IMAX. Another classic Tom Cruise action thriller/spy espionage film. The next film that I really enjoyed this year was Theater Camp. Very underrated film. If you haven't seen it before, please do, because it's very funny, very entertaining, and just a heartwarming, comedy. I really enjoyed it. It was just well done. This is what independent cinema slash like smaller films should be aiming to be like. Very entertaining film. Let's go to the other part. To start off the next part, we got to go with Barbenheimer. Obviously, the two films that pretty much took over the year in terms of marketing and everything. I really enjoyed Barbie. Thought it was a very good movie, very entertaining, and very emotional when Margot Robbie and the creator characters join hands and watch that like whole like collage of like photos and like images behind them. I teared up. It was really well done, and I really had a good time. And Margot Robbie was excellent in the movie. Ryan Gosling too. Another really good movie this year. And obviously Oppenheimer. I really enjoyed Oppenheimer, one of my favorites this year. One of Christopher Nolan's best films. And in my personal opinion, the movie that's going to sweep the Oscars, it's going to win big, in my personal opinion. Hopefully it does. And yeah, really amazing watched in IMAX. If you missed out watching it in IMAX and 70 millimeter, yeah, try to see it in a re-release because it was outstanding. The next film that I really enjoyed was They Cloned Tyrone. Really good movie. One of Netflix's best films in recent years. Very cool, visualistically like interesting, and stylistically very amazing. Performances were really cool, and like I just loved it from top to bottom. It was just one of the coolest films of this year, and a very underrated film too. So please do watch it. The next film that I really enjoyed was another Jamie Foxx film, and it was called The Burial, one of my favorites at TIFF 2023. And it was just funny, very dramatic, really good mix of things, and a very good courtroom drama. Let's go to the next part. Okay, so the next film that I really enjoyed in 2023 was No One Will Save You. Very interesting silent film, or almost silent movie, that's a sci-fi thriller. Very good performance from Caitlin Dever. Very underrated film too. Please do watch it because it's really, really good. The next film that I really enjoyed was Killers of the Flower Moon, another classic from Martin Scorsese. I don't think I'll ever see it again, but it's a very important watch and a very, very, very good movie. The next film that I really enjoyed was Anatomy of a Fall. Technically not an English film because only near half of the movie is in English, the other half is in French. But an amazing film, amazing performance from Sandra Hüller, and it's another one of those movies that makes you think and makes you understand the drama really, really well. Another amazing film this year. The next movie that I really enjoyed was another favorite from the festival, The Holdovers. Very emotional, very spectacular in terms of the drama and the performances. This is a movie that makes you feel the season that it's happening in. This is just winter, and it feels like a warm hug. And it is just a heartwarming drama that I kind of missed from the 90s and early 2000s that was brought back into this movie. Excellent movie. Let's go to the next part. All right, this is the last part for 2023. Dream Scenario was one of my favorites of this year. Probably one of the best, if not the best, Nicolas Cage film that has come out in recent times. And it was more trippier for me because it was happening around Toronto. So I was really kind of like into the movie while watching it. So yeah, really good movie. The next film that I really enjoyed was one of the nastiest and most brilliant films of this year, Saltburn. In my personal opinion, one of the top 3 films of this year, in my personal opinion. The next movie that I really enjoyed was Leave the World Behind. Another movie that kind of reminded me of a film that came out earlier this year, Knock at the Cabin. Both of them are similar in tone. And just, I know a lot of people didn't like the ending, but I enjoyed it a lot. I thought that this was a very solidly made movie and one of the best this year and one of Netflix's best drama / thrillers in recent times. The next film that I really enjoyed was The Iron Claw. Zac Efron deserves an Academy Award nomination. In my personal opinion, this is his best performance in his entire career. Very emotionally and very tragically made drama. Excellent movie. And the last film that I somehow watched just now, but it is one of the best films of 2023, is Poor Things. Poor Things is very solidly made. Excellent movie. Emma Stone deserves all the kudos and award nominations. And it kind of reminded me if they made Barbie, another film this year, Barbie, into an R-rated version of itself. Very well done and very good film. So yeah, that is the list of movies. Let me know in the comments below if I forgot any. And I hope you enjoy these movies as a marathon.